Alright, for this video we're going to be placing bunkers. In the last video we created this beautiful tee box here. Isn't it lovely? Um, there's a lot of different ways to do your course. Some people wait until after they've laid fairway to do bunkers. I advise doing where you're going to want to put your bunkers first. Before laying your fairway, I just think it's easier for drawing your fairway around them and making sure you're putting a good cut of rough in between the bunkers and the fairway. So for this, I went through in previous videos and laid a framework for how I want the fairways to look. So this is very helpful for me in terms of where I want to place my bunkers. So a lot of designers make the mistake of clogging the landing area with lots of bunkers. Because again, they're trying to make a difficult course. We all want to make difficult courses that challenge the fairway really small, or to really clog. Place a bunker here and place a bunker here and place another one here, and then you kind of forget about the rest of the course because there's bunkers everywhere too. If you're really devoted to trying to make a realistic course like I like to, you have to remember that there's not just this tee box that people are hitting from. There's also the tee, in front of it. There's the tee here. In real life, everybody would have a different strength hitting off the tee, so they wouldn't all be hitting the same distance. So if you want to make this look realistic, you want to make sure that you're spreading your bunkers out. Bunkers aren't only there just to be hazards for golfers. Even if a bunker never ever has a golf ball land in it, it's still important just aesthetically, but something to scare golfers away from hitting into it. It never has to actually catch a ball for it to be an effective bunker. I like making sure that you have some bunkers up front just from an aesthetic version, or an aesthetic viewpoint. And then I do want to make sure that I am placing at least one or two around where the driver is going to land. I don't want to place them exactly at 265, as we've discussed, is where the landing point is. But if I want to place one at 245 in case the wind is blowing back, or if I want to place one up here at the end at the curve, just in case they stray off left, is about where I want to place my bunkers. When it comes to bunker shapes, a lot of people are varied on this. They provide you with a lot of different types of bunker shapes here in the game, as you can see. Oh, excuse me. A lot of people will try to get you to shy away from using the basic shapes, which I think is fine. I'm the same way. A lot of people, when they're laying their green, they'll use the basic shapes that they're given. The problem that I always run into is whenever I try to make my own custom shapes by combining or even drawing my own bunkers, they just never look natural to me. So it's whatever you're comfortable with. It really doesn't matter. I always like using this one, and some combinations of these. Just try to be consistent with your shapes, and that you're not getting too crazy with it. So I'm actually going to go through and place these in my own time, but what you're really wanting to do is just kind of place your own shapes throughout the course. I'm going to stick with this kind of shape for now, and I can do different kinds of shapes using just this shape. But I've placed one there at 200. I'm actually going to place another one over here at about 250. The fairway is going to extend a little bit farther that way, I think I've decided. I'm going to place one up here at the turn. This is about 300, 200 yards away. It's going to be downhill. If you missed the early video on math, depending on wind and because this is a downhill shot, this is actually reachable. So depending on the conditions off the tee, I always like giving golfers plenty of choice. But depending on the conditions off the tee, this area over here is actually almost reachable. So some golfers may decide that they want to actually hit it over there. So I'll give them a little bit of a hazard to think about there. This is still plenty of width. As you'll notice, I've only really cut a little bit into the fairway width here. I've still given plenty of room to land. I'm actually going to have some fairway over here, so this is a more natural round curve towards the end. I don't have to stay within this framework that I laid myself earlier. But I haven't really shortened the fairway all that much. So I'll place some more here later during or off video. So when we come back, I'll have laid some more here. I'll place some along the green too. Well, I guess I should do that on video. So we'll have the water in front here, and the only real challenge I want to place in the bunker complex is in case the golfers actually carry too long. So I've already kind of said that this is about where my green is gonna end. So I'll actually place a bunker back here, and we'll create a little hill back here just in case they carry long and end up in this bunker. So I'll place those here, and like I said, I'll add a couple more, just kind of basic shapes along the rest of the fairway. I would probably spend a little more time on these bunkers if I wasn't pressed for time, but you guys kind of get the idea. I'll lay some in here just along the outskirts because this will be a bank. Don't want to make it too tricky. So I will see you guys next video. We'll be talking about actually placing our green. We'll get ready for that. So till next video.